Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Dominic Zimmerman, and I will be talking about performance-based pay versus competency-based pay. So, to begin, we must first know the definitions of performance-based compensation and competency-based compensation. Then, we need to decipher the differences between the two terms. Performance-based pay is incentive-based and can be paid to portfolio managers of investment funds. It also is additional compensation paid to employees that performed way above and beyond their job requirements. Competency-based pay is structured to compensate employees based on their skills, knowledge, and experience. Their job title and position do not necessarily affect the pay amount. CBP can be described as a base wage system that structures pay levels, differentials, and criteria according to the competencies an employee possesses. The company needs to pay for the employee's skills and knowledge rather than the position that's taken. As the general manager of a golf course, I get paid a certain salary that they think that I'm worth. Upon graduation from the MBA program, I will likely see a pay raise simply because it is an advanced qualification that's not universally achieved. There are a few other GMs in the company that have a master's degree, so I'll likely be rewarded. So I think that it's easier to implement competency-based pay. Unfortunately, with CBP, there tends to be greater pay subjectivity, vulnerability to favoritism, and an inaccurate measurement of company needs. With that being said, the pros include individual self-motivation, company-wide motivation, increased transparency, and reduced turnover. The tough thing about performance-based pay is that it's strictly based on incentives. Although it's a better option for people that sell insurance, sell houses, and manage investment funds, it's not something that would work well throughout all organizations, since you would not want to assign each employee a percentage of the business's income. PBP can be more motivating for people, but you cannot pay a manager at Walmart this way because there's nothing they do that specifically brings in money, like a realtor selling a house. So when a realtor sells a house, they make an income based on the percentage of what the house cost. So my method choice, I would say that even with CBP being easier and more logical to implement, I think that PBP may be easier to understand and accept by employees. They will know that their income directly reflects the effort and success they experience. And a lot of businesses that offer employee incentives still use CBP to provide a salary for employees, but the incentives will still be PBP. Strictly PBP would be more accepted, I think, because when you're giving salaries to people, it's a universal courtesy not to talk about the amount you receive with your coworkers. If it was all PBP, they could speak a little more freely about it without getting as upset. With CBP, two people could have the same job position, but if one makes $10,000 more, the other person will likely be a little upset, wonder why, maybe get a little sketched out by that. So I do think that there's kind of give or take a little bit, but I think there's more situations where PBP is going to work a lot better. But overall, I don't think a bunch of organizations could switch to PBP. It wouldn't be as easy to implement. CBP it's not the same as traditional pay, and it's better than wages. But with like a $40,000 salary, it might affect a company, a realtor company, different than it would affect a golf course business, or a Walmart manager. You wouldn't want to pay a Walmart manager, a half percent or whatever of Walmart's total income, like you would, selling insurance or something like that. Somebody who sells insurance with Aflac is going to probably be able to make most of their money off on commissions, and they might still have like a base salary that's pretty low, but most of their money is all going to be off of all the compensation. So PBP PBP is going to work really well for some places, and CBP is going to work better for most others, is what I would say.